In this video, I'm going to show you how I replace the start-stop push button for a 2020 GLS 450 and other models. I'm a complete rookie. I've done many self-you-do-it projects. I will say this is a little bit more detailed than most. You have to be very careful. So to get this out, it's located right here in your dash. The way you get to it is underneath the steering column. You'll have to take the steering column out, the little boot, to be able to get your hand behind it. You actually pop this out, push it out by popping these little tan retainer clips in. So you'll pull the little retainer clips out and then push the starter button and it pops out. To get to that final product, to be able to pop it out, there are many pieces that have to come out. This entire underdash has to come out, which is retained underneath by a foot dash that goes over the pedals. There's a cap here. I'm going to show you all this. There's a cap here. All this has to be snapped out. The glove compartment has to be removed with some bolts and some T20s and T30s. The center vent comes out. The underlayments here come out to give you enough play here to get to that button. So as long as you have a T20, a T30, a size 10 ratchet, and different plastic removal tools, you'll see some over there. It took me about an hour and a half. In this video, I'll kind of show you step by step. I am an amateur. Please don't bash me. I did my best to try to show you because I couldn't find anything out there. All right, hopefully it works as well for you as it did for me. Thank you. Now that we have the left side loose, in order to get this portion loose to get to it, we have to get the vent out, which runs all the way down here. We have to pop this bottom part out, and I'll show you from there. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to take your little plastic piece, you're going to go way back in here, and you're going to pull it, and it should pop on both sides and come right out. This is a very easy piece to take out, and it's going to expose some bolts on the bottom. I'll show you what we got to do. Next thing is you don't need a special Mercedes tool. Take your little pry bar, pop it on the bottom, come on the inside here. Let me show you where I have to come from it. Put the steering wheel down and come from this angle right here, and you'll pop right underneath right there. Boom, it'll dislodge the top, and then you can come down the top and pop it. Once you pop it, you'll hear a pop. It's very simple and easy. You can move this out of the way because we're not going to need it. Move it out of the way. I have the LED system, so there are lights connected to it. It's going to expose bolts that we're going to need to. There's one there, and there's one here. Let me remove those and I'll show you the next video. All right, now that we got this popped out, moved over, in order to get this piece out, right here you'll see it's being stopped by this piece, which is the glove compartment. So there are 1, 2, 3 bolts on top, T20, T30s. The bigger silver ones are 30s, the smaller black ones are 20s. We'll go from there. All right, I found that this is going to get in the way if you have the LED. So you're going to need to push this little pin in right here, and it will release this connector out, which will pop out here. And we can just move this out of the way. I'm going to lay it nice and easy on the dash, but you can do whatever you feel you need to do with it. All right, next I'll connect you with the next piece. Okay, in order to get this center console off, it's behind this glove box piece, and there are bolts connected, and they're hiding behind these. So on the right side, you'll need to take your pry tool, pop this off. Pretty easy. You can take your finger or a pry tool and pop this one off. It comes off pretty easy. Then you can see you have a bolt that's sitting right here that we need to get. Next video coming up. Once we've removed that T30, once again, there's 3 bolts up top holding the glove compartment in, and you'll need that to be able to get the glove compartment removed. Even though you remove these bolts and you do pull this bolt out, the whole piece doesn't come out yet because there's still a connection on the bottom. So if you look underneath, I highly recommend you get a light. There is a there's a rivet here. I use this tool right here to engage right here at the top and pop that rivet out. Once that rivet is out, you can put your finger in these holes and pull this down and it'll disengage from the top piece. This is the bottom foot protector piece. So I just removed the bottom piece. It's nice and loose, but there's one more bolt hiding. It's a T20 right there going upward that has to be removed. At this point, the glove compartment should practically fall out, and there's a little snap here. You'll push right on the top of that snap, which will release the connector for the light. There is also a connector on the right side, which it's up to you if you want to release it or just lay the glove down nicely. All right, so now that we have the glove compartment, mine's just sitting down nicely. Got a piece of protection holding so it doesn't get damaged. You'll see here is the piece that we need to get out, this piece. And down on the bottom is a little catch, right? Where it snaps in the back right here, and you just pop that out. However, all that work for that. There is something a little bit more that we can go to now, which is the center. Next thing we're going to do is remove these two 10mm bolts. When you take them out, make sure there's a little space here that they don't fall down in here. So you're going to have to be very careful when you start removing these. All right, we got all the bolts out down there. Now we need to remove this AC controller. You can see right here is the top of the bolt. The hole is underneath the bottom right here, and it takes a 20. Go up through the bottom of the hole, and you can literally see the bolt move on the top. See, there's two of those bolts. Take both of those out. Once you get the centerpiece pulled out, you have to remove the wiring. There's a little clip here, and you have to push down on the little pin. There's a little pin there you have to pull down, pop it out. Okay, the next part you're going to need to do is you're going to need to remove this boot from the top in order to drop it down. The boot slides in up top in here. This little piece has about an 8-inch cover. It barely pops up, and this pops out. To get it out, you're going to need to push this little snap in. I pushed it in and I pulled it out after this was loose and that one was loose, and then I popped out the other side. So the steering wheel boot has clips along both sides that go inside here, on that side and on this side. There are all the clips. If you pop those clips out, you can remove the boot from the plastic connector like this, and it removes the boot. Then you can put the steering wheel all the way in the upright position and be able to gain access to the starter button underneath here with your hand. So your hand can literally get to the starter button underneath. There is a clip here. You're going to have to push the little side to pop off the back of the starter button. Then it has these little retaining clips. There's 4 or 5 of those. I can feel them with my finger. You're going to need to open those up to be able to slide it out. So to remove it, you would think that it comes out the front. It does not. It comes out the back. And let me see if I can show this to you. There are these little retaining yellow or whatever color clips go all around it. You pull those and then push from the front and it'll pop right out the back. Once you push those and pull it out the back, it should pop right out and come right out through the steering column. To put it back, obviously it's the reverse. It's up to you if you feel you don't need to pull out the glove box to get this loose enough to give you enough leverage. I went with the glove box. I didn't want to have any issues, so that I could have all this loose to be able to get my hand in here. All right, good luck, take your time, and hopefully you don't have any issues.